guys. Wow, it's been a really long time since I made a video, and I'm gonna try to adjust this. I'm trying a different angle since I'm having a heart-to-heart talk. You're over here in my living room, and I wanted to bring you up to date on why it's been like 7 months since I posted a video. I have received some messages asking if I'm okay, and honestly, that just means the world to me that somebody is thinking about me, wondering how I'm doing, and that just really touches my heart that some of you would reach out and check on me. So I've been wanting to do this update for a while now, and I tend to talk too slowly when I don't rehearse videos, but so I will try not to bore you to tears with my ums and uhs and thinking, am I still doing Trim Healthy Mama? Yes, I am still doing Trim Healthy Mama. In fact, I'm about 6 to 7 pounds from my goal weight, which would be the weight that I was before I got pregnant with my third child, who she will be 3 at the end of this month. I was hoping to be at my goal weight by the time she was 3. I am a turtle loser, so the fact that she's 3 and I still have 6 pounds to go, I don't know, maybe she'll be 6 and I'll have those other 6 pounds up. It might take me 3 more years, but my husband reminds me, Marissa, if you weren't doing what you're doing, where would you be? And so that is something I try to encourage myself with, is the fact that I'm doing and implementing these things, and how much more would I be unhealthy if I wasn't implementing Trim Healthy Mama. So I might not be exactly where I want to be, although I'm close. Where would I be if I wasn't doing it at all? So yes, I'm still doing Trim Healthy Mama, but that is one reason why I haven't been doing videos. This past year has been a difficult year in a lot of ways, and so actually the past 3-4 years of my life. And I have been doing a lot more compulsive eating, and so to make videos about Trim Healthy Mama almost felt hypocritical to me, to be like, hey, I'm eating this lifestyle and you should be like me. Meanwhile, I feel like I've had the least amount of self-control when it comes to like even healthy treats, even on plan sugar-free treats that, you know, I've had times where I've just been like, okay, I'm not having control. I am definitely emotionally eating and I know it. And so it feels kind of just false to make videos about Trim Healthy Mama and paint a picture that everything is fine, if that makes sense. Another reason why I haven't been making videos is because actually I didn't set out to not make videos. That just sort of happened. Just life got in the way. In January, my husband took a 2-month study sabbatical. So we are in, we do ministry, and we're in full-time ministry. And he is a director for a nonprofit organization, and he was given 2 months to work on his master's, take a master's class. He was home a lot more during that time, and trying to just take a little bit slower of a pace of life after some stressful ministry stuff that we had been going through. And so I really tried to respect that and not be filming and making videos as much, just out of respect for keeping things more peaceful in our home. And that, so I kind of took a little bit of a sabbatical myself from certain things, and YouTube videos would be one of those. However, when that ended, we entered into a season. I had gone on this women's retreat. When I got back, we had our boiler flooded in the garage. Then we all got COVID. Then our crawl space flooded and was a huge mess. But it was such a blessing to have that happen, because our oldest son had been telling us, we really need to clean out the crawl space. There's not room to put stuff down here. It's way too cluttered. And when that happened, it forced us to haul everything up from our storage and go through everything, and we reduced what was down there by about half. So I watch Minimal Mom YouTube videos. I'm super inspired by her channel, by her videos, and having watched those videos prior to this happening, and she actually came out with a video on cleaning her basement, that helped me to go through stuff, get rid of about half of what was down there. And so I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like now, because that was a project that just really took all of our extra time. Oh, that after the crawl space thing happened, we continued to have sickness in our home. Seriously, for about 6 weeks, it felt like we dealt with after COVID, even other stuff. And it was just needing to be there for my family. And then after all that, my husband and I went on our 20th anniversary cruise. This is our first ever cruise. I've dreamed about going on a cruise for my, my whole adult life. And it was such a dream come true and such a wonderful celebration for us. And so I'm going to show you a picture from the cruise. I also have some before and after pictures that I'll show here at the end of what I was, after my daughter Kara was about a year old. I don't lose weight when I'm nursing, I usually gain. And so I didn't really start losing until after I had finished nursing her when she was a year old. So this picture, the before picture's taken when she was about a year old. And then it's placed with a picture that was taken on the cruise. So that was such a amazing time to be on this cruise, and Trim Healthy Mama made it so that I just felt so comfortable in my skin. I felt really happy about where I was at. I was very close to goal. As I said, I'm like 6 pounds. I've kind of been stalled out at 6 pounds from my goal weight, 6 to 7 pounds from my goal weight. And I just felt really nice in the stuff that I was wearing. I felt just confident. And I know that Trim Healthy Mama made that possible for me. It gave me the tools to lose that weight after having my daughter, even though it has come off very, very slowly. And part of that I attribute to the fact that I am over 40 now. So some of that is just hormones and everything slowing down that just works against you. I felt really nice when we dressed up for, the dress up night and everything. Speaking of dressing up, we pulled out all this stuff from our crawl space was pulled up, and including my wedding dress. So I tried on my wedding dress, and I have to say, the fact that it's zipped is kind of miraculous. I did not expect it. It fit in the waist, but where it didn't fit was in my rib area. Like, I didn't feel like I could breathe. So I think what happened was that having 3 babies pushed my ribs out, because it wasn't like there was a lot of extra fluff there. And my husband tried to zip it up, and he's like, I'm not sure we're gonna get this thing zipped, and I don't want to like ruin it and have beads everywhere. And I don't know, when there's a will, there's a way. And so somehow I did it by myself. I got it zipped all the way up. So what my husband couldn't accomplish, or was too afraid to because of the dress, I was able to do. And so don't think too amazingly of me in these pictures, because I can barely breathe, but I did get my wedding dress on, and I felt just excited to have been able to get it fully zipped. So yeah, that's kind of an update from me. Am I gonna make videos in the future? That is the big question. I love video making. I actually just made a review for you guys last week, and as I was doing it, I was reminded how tedious and slow video editing is. It is just so meticulous. It is so time consuming. And so I would love to make videos. I have had Coach Sarah mention, hey, how about just doing some live videos and doing it that way? My house is too unpredictable. I'm actually surprised. I think I've had one interruption since I started filming this, but my kids are usually so loud and so demanding and that's my job, right? That's my first job and role. So making videos has not been, and actually that was a package getting dropped off. I just heard my doorbell. It's not conducive right now in this season to do lives. And so I know that some of the THM influencers that I appreciate do a lot of lives. I know Coach Sarah does lives. I know KJ York, I think, does a lot of lives. Speaking of other THM influencers, and I know I mentioned this when I made another video on why I haven't been making videos. Doing videos and getting involved in like the whole influencing community, for me, sometimes sparks jealousy. It brings out things in me that I don't like. And so, a competitive spirit, comparing, this person has a lot of likes on their post, or in times when I, didn't have any time to make videos, I would have ideas for videos, and then I would see other people post, those same videos, just a review on a certain Trim Healthy Mom product that had come out. And it was like, before I could get to that, somebody else had already posted that video. And so it was like, well, why would I spend the time doing it when someone else has already done it? that is something that, as I pray through and think through doing more videos, for me, it has a lot to do with my heart and where my heart is at. I love videos. I absolutely love connecting with you guys, but it's sometimes for me something that kind of can bring out the ugly in me, if that makes sense. Just that jealousy or just comparing and maybe seeing somebody else's success and being envious of that, or even just, you know, all these people that get invited to be on the potty and being like, okay, I'm not even sure if Pearl and Serene know that I exist. And there has been a deep sense of wanting that approval and not feeling seen, maybe. I don't know. And so all that to say, when I don't make videos, it doesn't feed that for me. So that's sometimes my motivation in not making videos, is that I have much more peace of mind and I'm not kind of spurred on in some of those just destructive thinking patterns. As we go forward, you know, maybe it'll just be once a month. I don't know. I have been taking steps to become more emotionally healthy, as I've seen like compulsive eating becoming something that seems to be only increasing in my life in the last year in different ways. I have been praying about, is there some sort of thing that would help me with that? So one thing that I am doing is a Genesis process change group at my church. And that is something that helps you with destructive coping mechanisms. And so this is something that I actually got trained in about 10 years ago to lead groups like this, and then never really had an opportunity, and God just kind of opened the door at our church. So I am now leading just a pilot group this summer, and then we're going to start another group in the fall here in Anchorage. And it's basically dealing with the question, why do I do the things that I don't want to do? So why do I eat that food or overeat on that food? And it's not a group focused just on eating. It's whatever each person coming to the group is focusing on, what their specific issue is. But mine is going to be, you know, food and obsession with appearance and things and body image. So that's what I'm choosing to focus on. Someone asked me after our group meeting this last time, does making videos kind of feed that for you, of like this unhealthy thinking? And that was really thought-provoking for me, and I'm trying to sort that out. Just know that I have this just creativity. I have ideas for videos all the time. I also weigh that with how much time video making takes. And even when I post something on Instagram, a lot of times that ends up creating more comments and things, which I love, but then I need to respond to. And so it ends up just kind of accumulating more time on my phone and more time on social media. And it's just something that I wonder, is that what I'm supposed to be spending my time on? So I continue to pray about whether I'm gonna, you know, do this. I just thought I would love to give you guys an update and say thank you for those of you that have continued to use my affiliate link, even when I haven't been posting videos. That means a lot to me, that you would think of doing that through Trim Healthy Mama, like when they have sales and stuff. I just really appreciate that. So thank you. And if you would like to see more videos, maybe comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far into the video. And I'll just post a few pictures here. So I will see you guys next time.